Good morning, everybody. It's John from Veganism KILLS. And today's subject, you'll see, is Earthling Ed on this Wednesday, March 3rd, 2:38 a.m. He's even got the COVID-19 moniker plastered underneath his video. And Ed said about a year ago, coronavirus is just the start. Something far worse is coming because of our meat eating. Now, this student of the media arts, Ed, because that's what he is. He doesn't have any degrees in nutrition, disease control, and nothing. Is telling people you need to go vegan to save the earth, so to prevent the start of coronavirus, because your eating is going to spread COVID-19 and destroy the earth. I mean, after all, he's vegan Jesus, and everybody trusts Jesus. Those melodramatic, bulging doe eyes when he talks to you. Well, Ed, to honestly tell you, you should be kicked off of YouTube and every social media platform for you telling people to go on this vegan diet in order to save lives, whichever lives, the human lives that follow you, are eventually going to be lost, especially in a pandemic, and especially if you're saying something far worse is coming than coronavirus. You got 3 million views, Ed. That's 3 million people you convinced that going vegan is going to stop the spread of disease. Well, Ed, science begs to differ from you. And since you're not really a scientist, I'm probably going to have to explain it to you to get it through your head. This is a study in the National Library of Medicine. All right? Oxalate toxicity in renal cells. And what they found out, I'll post this in the links, what they found out is that the vegan diet, which is the highest oxalate diet known to man, that the oxalates are actually shutting down your immune system. How going vegan is going to stop the spread of COVID-19 while shutting down your immune system is a contradictory statement in science. Matter of fact, it'd be quite the opposite. And again, I hope he flags this video, and I hope that YouTube starts paying attention that this guy's advice or statements go contrary to protecting human health, protecting humans in general, and that he's a menace. And also, Happy Healthy Vegan made that statement that eating meat spreads COVID-19. He said that directly, but yet it's exactly the opposite. Going on a vegan diet, there's several triggers when the oxalates get into your system. The body, in order to deal with the oxalates, will throw out a signal to manufacture 2 fatty lipic acids molecules, and in turn, the cell wall will turn off certain receptors in order to deal with the oxalate poisoning to keep the body stable. And what that does is allow any foreign virus in the body to run rampant. It's all here. If you could understand it, I did a video on this. I didn't give you guys the link and didn't show you where I actually got it from, but yes, it does exist. And it's right here. This is the abstract of people way smarter than Earthling Ed, smarter than myself. That's who I'm asking the questions to. I'm going, well, I don't know the answer. Let me go to the people who do, who find the answers. These people are the most elite in the intelligentsia. You go and ask them a question. Hopefully you'll have enough facilities to understand what the abstract is telling you here. I happen to do. I'm not bragging I'm smarter than anything. I just took the time to understand what I'm reading here. And there's similar articles. Look, mitochondria dysfunction is a primary event in renal cell toxicity. Mitochondria is the small engine that helps run your cells. They're telling you it interferes with that. How is this a healthy diet? It's the most high oxalate diet known to man that you can eat. It's not only in leafy greens, by the way. I might have stated that in my video. Leafy greens is a big part of it, but there's a lot of things like soy, high in oxalates. And when you take the whole vegan diet and you look at all the oxalates that are in the diet, it compounds. You know, the oxalates just don't wash out of the body. Some of them do, but a lot of them hang in there. And as you keep eating, less are going out and more are staying in your body. It compounds. It builds up. And then you get kidney stones as a start. But you also get renal fatigue. And once you get renal fatigue, the toxins in your body aren't being washed out. You're getting brain damage. You're getting massive cell damage. Your body starts to break down its own muscle mass in order to feed itself, to try to get itself out of this state of oxalosis. It's sad when people will listen to this drony fake Jesus here, who has no credentials, zero credentials. The only thing he does is a restaurant in which vegans go to. They'll fly out over to London like they're going to visit the Temple of the Mount. It's like a religious experience to them. It's the weirdest behavior I've ever seen. Where this guy knows nothing about nutrition. He doesn't even know. He's the one who fabricated the lie that 80% of the grain grown goes to feed animals and soy crops. No, it doesn't. It does not. Even the soy gets pressed for soy oil. And the animals eat the leftovers, the chaff, so to say. And animals eat corn stalks. People can't digest that. He says 80% of the crops go to feed animals, and the FAO, which is with the UN, and it's got 195 countries in it, put their figures out, and they say, no, animals eat 40% of what we grow, and 86% of the stuff that humans can't digest. And when you do the numbers, which I have in one of my videos, animals get less than like around 5% of the grain grown. That's very little. And 33% of it actually goes to alcohol, which this clown serves in his restaurant. Hypocrite. Hypocrite. Again, you read this here, read it slowly. You see the article here, I'll post it in here. These people and their advice is going to get you killed. Do not listen to it. Again, if he flags this YouTube, sit down. If you have a HR staff or you have a doctor that knows something about health, you read this. If you can debunk it, then I'm fine. I'm fine with it. But if you can't, you got this guy basically leading people into mass genocide by totally getting them to drink the Kool-Aid. I mean, this is what this is. This is your Jim Jones right here. And he's going to make you drink the Kool-Aid, and you're going to get sick and die. You want to follow that kind of faith? Because that's what it is. It's a faith. You're having faith that this guy is telling you the truth? What happens when scientists tell you he's not telling you the truth? These guys they have a cult of personality, and this is the leader of the cult of personality right here. He's not Jesus. He tries hard to look like Jesus. He tries hard to act like Jesus. But I can guarantee from that behind the camera, he's anything but Jesus. People, wake up. These people are going to put you into the slaughterhouse. That's what he is. He's the guy in charge of the human slaughterhouse. Well, you'll be taken when you die. They'll just throw you in a friggin' plastic container and vaporize you. Start thinking, people. Start thinking. See, go to the greatest thinkers. They're right here telling you. And you know what it is? You know, a lot of these doctors won't come forward because they don't want to mob with torches and pitchforks outside their house or their job. You know, cancel culture has a lot of strength. Stop taking your advice from these people. It's clearly written here. It's that what he clearly doesn't know. He's just a he's just like a Max Headroom. If anybody can remember who it is, he's just a talking head on TV or YouTube, so to say. So protect yourself. Get informed, really informed. This is not an informative person. He has no degrees in nutrition. He knows nothing of the toxins in his diet. All he's there is to promote veganism for the benefit of himself. And he has a large portfolio of investments, which I tried to get access to, but he's denied access, which means this cocksucker's got money, and he got it from you. Don't be made a fool of. Don't risk your health following this wacko new wave religion called veganism. And on that note, I'm out of here.